All right, how we all doing out there? Uh, just want to do this quick video this morning on this little device right here. This is what they call a multiplexer box. This is what most of your big truck manufacturers are putting in the trucks nowadays. Actually, they've been doing it for quite a few years. So I'll just bring it up there so you can see what it looks like. Um, for a lot of you guys that have been having issues, you go out and buy yourself a $300 radio, you put it in the truck, and you can't get the SWRs down. I've read comments on people complaining of hearing FM on the CB. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but I've read comments on that. Definitely would believe that the radio may be coming through the FM radio. I've heard that the FM radio shuts down when they key up the radio, which maybe on some of these boxes that's part of the design. I don't really know. Um, what I do know is this is a chalk block. This needs to be taken out of the truck and just smashed with a sledgehammer because it's junk. Um, Maybe it's okay if you're just gonna be running a Cobra 29 or something like that, and you're really not into radios. But if you're buying some of these bigger radios, the Strikers and the Connexes and Galaxies, so on, you're gonna want to get this out of the truck and run yourself, in my opinion, a single coax on the driver's side of the truck. Anyway, I just wrote up this little diagram, maybe help you understand what's going on a little bit better with this thing. So what it basically does is it takes the coax from the FM radio and the CB radio, they run it into the box, and then from the box they go out to your antennas. I would say probably 90% of the trucks are coming with dual antennas. I did run into one the other day. It was a Western Star, and it had the same box in it, but they ran the radios into the box, and then they just ran it out to one antenna on the driver's side. It caught me off guard. Unfortunately, the man is working right now without an FM radio because I've got to get down there today and get him an FM antenna put on the truck. And so with that being said, what you can do after you get that out, I firmly believe in one antenna. If you want to run dual antennas, that's completely up to you. As far as I'm concerned, it's just double the trouble. You got that one antenna on the passenger side, whacking trees and hitting all the obstacles that you run into, going down the back roads, going into plants, whatever you're doing. So you're really, in my personal opinion, you're better off with one antenna on the driver's side. So what you can do to alleviate that, obviously, I know some guys have, and I believe this truck was set up that way before we ripped this out of it. You can just cut the coax going out to the driver's side, run a new coax into the truck to the CB radio, and you'll have your single coax, single antenna on the driver's side, and just allow the FM to run out to the passenger side. The driver left his Wilson 2000 antenna on the passenger side, but he complained that the reception sucked on the radio. So you probably really should put a steel whip, an FM steel whip on the passenger side anyway. So I guess you can leave it in and just leave it connected to the FM radio, and you'll be good. But running both radios through this whole thing is it's just a nightmare. It's causing nightmares for everybody. So I know a lot of companies out there probably won't allow you to do it. If you got mechanics that'll do it for you, whatever the case may be. I know a lot of you owner operators, you guys that are running the 379, 389 Peterbilts nowadays. You know, in my opinion, most likely you're working for somebody that's pretty cool about getting things right, and they'll probably let you do it or help you do it or allow you to stop somewhere, you know, that can do it for you. So if you're going to do it yourself, if you're going to alleviate this thing, get rid of the dual antennas, get rid of this thing out of the dashboard. Some are in the dashboard and some are up above in the headliner. What you're going to need to do, and I forgot one part here. It's a lot of work, but I believe it's well worth the effort in the long run to get it done. So. Bear with me, I'm tracking down I forgot one piece that's needed for the install. So what you're going to need to do, that's going to be a setup for your FM. Okay, they make these pigtails. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them, you know, probably most of your CB shops out there on the road have got them. I keep them here for doing the install. So this would plug into your the receptacle on the FM radio. You're going to run a coax in from the passenger side. Any old coax will do. It's only receiving. You can leave the original coax right in the truck. You're just going to have to put a PL259 on it on the FM radio end of it, okay? And you're going to run a barrel connector, and you're just going to connect your coax coming from your antenna to this, and plug it into the radio, and there you go. You're all set. You got your FM radio on the passenger side, or if you want to drill a hole and mount it somewhere else, that's fine too. But this will eliminate the dual radio, dual antenna setup that they're putting in the trucks nowadays. I would recommend if you go this route, you get a big piece of shrink tube, and shrink tube this connection together when you're done, so it doesn't fall apart. Obviously, vibration, and pretty much the main reason I say that is because, and I'm sure some of you have probably run into this problem. I know of several people that it's happened to. Okay, they use these SMA connectors. Okay, and in some of the trucks, they run the coax out to the antenna, and they've probably got several of those SMA connectors in the coax, I guess designed for doing maintenance on the truck. If you have to pull a door panel or a door off the truck, all your electrical wires and everything all have connectors that they can disconnect all the electronics from the door, pull the door off or the door panel off, and not have to cut and splice wires. And so they do the same with coax. They come loose, okay? I know several guys that have the new Mac, I guess they're Anthems, okay? One day the radio's working, the next day they're not. They're construction trucks, so they're bouncing all around and vibrating, and we dig in and we find that the coax has come disconnected inside the door. I had one of my customers, you know, sent them the radio back. Hey, the radio's doing this, it's doing that, it's not receiving, blah, blah, blah. He sends it back, the radio's fine. Lo and behold, he digs into it and he finds the SMA connector within the length of the coax. I think in some trucks I've found probably 3 sections of coax connected just to go out to one antenna. So, like I said, if you can get it done, get it done. Like I understand that a lot of companies don't allow a lot of you guys to do your own work on the trucks, or they just want to keep those fleet trucks just stock, so when they pawn them off on the guy that's going to ship them over to South Africa for its next life, they want to keep them the best they can. And for the FM antenna, this is what I carry, this is what I install. for the FM side. It's just a 31-inch steel whip. You can mount that to any regular old CB antenna bracket, or if you're going to use the type of brackets that are inside the molded mirrors, I guess you could connect it there too. Just be careful pulling those mirrors apart, because sometimes things don't go as planned. So anyway, I hope that helps some people out try to figure out what the issues they're having with their installs, or like I said, you go out and buy a $400 radio and things aren't working up the way you expected it to. This could be a cause of a lot of problems. So it's best to just get rid of that. Like I said, you can leave that in, just run and just leave the FM connected to it, cut the wire, rerun a new piece of coax for the driver side, and problem solved. Anyway, I think that just about covers that. Like I said, they do make one that's dual radio, single antenna, which in that case, you're definitely going to need to do the pigtail thing and the antenna on the other side of the truck, or wherever you decide to mount it on the back of the cab, or whatever you do. So anyway, I hope that helps. Anybody needs anything done, it's SLC Radio and Cable, 603-732-3175. Got some more videos coming up real quick. It's been real busy. Haven't had time to do a lot. I hate to leave the page idle like I have been, but it's fall. It's leaf cleaning time. A lot of stuff going on. So I'm gonna try to get caught up here in the near future. Anyway, hope it helps, and everybody have a good day. Thank you.